Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 5 of my gameplay start from scratch series in Willamina Forest. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, here we are. It is early morning. We are right where we left off. I haven't done anything. I just loaded up. I haven't added the mod in yet for today. I have a couple ideas. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to go with yet. Right now, I'm going to focus on getting all of the stumps removed and getting all of these logs hauled out of here. So we have quite a few stacks laying around still, as you may know. So we're going to try to get all those taken care of. And then what I'm going to do is kind of think about the mod, do stuff like that, kind of see where we're sitting as far as time-wise and everything like that. I do want to mow and do some silage today. That is one of our goals. So, and maybe we'll even start working on some fields. It just kind of depends. But we have a fair amount of money right now. We still have our full loan balance. Well, at least the 350 that we started off with. So, yeah, just kind of with everything like that, we just kind of have to see and kind of wing it and see how we're going to do. But I think we're going to get a lot more money off of here. Hopefully another, I'm hoping another at least 100,000 or so. Hopefully more. So we'll kind of see. It looks like I have that guy over there. I forgot to mention last video, Evil Clown was someone who also commented saying the skid steer would be a good idea. I don't think I mentioned him, so I just wanted to give a shout out to him as well. But it is early morning here, and I'm going to get to work, getting some stuff loaded up and getting some stuff going. Hopefully we're actually going to start doing some farming in addition to our forestry operations. But yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. I appreciate everyone commenting. It's been very helpful. It's been a little while since I played on here, so I haven't had the chance to. But yeah, I'm going to keep working, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit later on. Alright folks, welcome back. So, it has not been that long. It's only 8:40 in the morning, but I have a surprise. As you know, this happens often, so let's go ahead and just deconnect that. This guy might be able to write normally, maybe. Oh, man. Nope. Alright, well, let's go hop out and get the, the front loader. How did I do that, you ask? Great question. Probably just taking turns too fast would be my guess. Oh dear. Well, I can't remember if I rolled over or not in the last episode, so it's probably about time. I was probably overdue to run over, or to flip over. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Push it from this side. Might be smarter. Instead of dragging it over. Oh, you'd think I'd be really good at flipping this stuff over, you know, at this point. Actually, I might flip the trailer over first, just because it's... Oh, well, that's not how to flip it over, but that was an A for effort. Let's see if we can't get some speed and kind of flick it over, if you will. Probably should back up a little more. This is called the ram and run method here. You get a run and you ram into it. You kind of, oh, there we go. You get a little momentum and then you kind of flick the, yep, that's perfect. That's what we needed. This guy should be able to flip over just, yeah, not a very heavy tractor. No problem there. All right, well, that's, actually, I think what actually happened is when I turned, I hit that stick that's sticking out. You know what, just to avoid this from happening again, let's just do this. Oh, it's gone anyway. See? Literally a worthless piece of junk caused us to tip over. That was really depressing, but that's okay. Oh, man. Well, see it here, folks. Farmer Cop rolling vehicles and flipping cars and all sorts of crazy things. It's, yep, just another episode here on the Farmer Cop channel. Oh, man. Well, if you remember, we did buy, or we didn't buy. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I think, as he's going through is I'm just going to keep clearing out stumps. We have a lot of stumps. So if we go do this real quick. So, yeah, lots of stumps up on this hill, but we have a pretty big chunk of land here kind of cleared out. So I'm wondering if we can landscape those bushes in, because I might put like a row of bushes in the very back portion. But anyhow, so we have those logs, and these logs here. So still a fair amount. Probably... my guess would be in our 2 or 3 loads to get going, and we'd be doing about $20,000 a load. That's the second load there. So if we have 3 more loads here, plus that load and the load I already did, that is another just over 100,000 or over 100,000. So that'll be great. But yeah, I'm gonna hop in the skid steer, and I'm gonna keep clearing out the logs. I'm gonna keep clearing out the stumps here, so we can hopefully mow this whole thing, and then maybe make some fields either this episode or next. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. So we're making progress, regardless of my mishaps and misfortunes and whatever else have you. But we are making slow but steady progress. Oh man, but you guys have seen me do a lot of this stuff before, so I'm gonna keep working at it and keep getting stuff done. And I'll see you guys later on today, hopefully before noon. I'm hoping I can get all this done before noon in game, but I doubt it. So anyhow, it's good to have goals though, right? Welcome back in, everyone. So I have a couple of announcements for us. So first off, without losing my notebook here. So first off, we can make another town upgrade. Well, we actually can make two. So this first one I'll show you once we get down to the store. It's not actually something, I guess I can talk about it now. So we're just driving down to the store because we're going to pick something up here in a second that we're going to buy. So the second town upgrade that we're going to do is going to be a new brand that the store is going to carry. So yes, this is a mod, but it's a new brand the store is going to carry. And the reason I'm trying to include it as soon as possible, you'll see in a second. So if we go into the store, we go under pallets. Scroll down here, Great White North. These were made by our very own Kyle. Very own Quiet Hitman Kyle, however you know him. He's part of the Discord. Great. He is the official modder of the Farmer Cop channel. Absolutely, 100%. And these are now available on the Mod Hub. If you can, please go download them. Even if you're not planning to use them, it helps him out a ton for you to download them. Give them a good rating. They all work well. Again, they pass testing. Hopefully they're coming to console soon. Right now they're only on PC, so we're just hoping for that. But yeah, so it helps him out, and he absolutely deserves it. To get that good rating on these, because he worked really hard in getting these put together. He's been working on these for a couple of weeks and talking with other modders and getting those put together. And another big thank you to Missy B for helping him out with that. Thank you, Missy B. That was fantastic. Very nice of you. So anyhow, those are added on as a kind of just an upgrade. That's a town upgrade. I'm absolutely worth it. I downloaded that today, so fantastic. And then the other thing that we're going to look at as we're driving here, well, actually one more thing, because when is this going to come out, this video here? Let me look at my schedule. This is episode 5, so this is going to come out. Okay, so you're going to see this. So when you're watching this, if you're watching this right after it comes out, it's going to come out at 10 a.m. on Thursday. At noon on Thursday, I am going to do a live stream. So live stream is coming up very shortly after that. But otherwise, I don't know. If not, if you missed the live stream, no big deal. It's going to be available for playback at some point. So don't worry too much. But yeah. We're doing well here on the farm. So if you remember, we did add a mod yesterday. Our mod that we added was this pack right here. So we already have this guy. So that guy should hook up to this guy as well. And this one essentially, what it's designed to do is to windrow. So it's basically this guy except a windrowing version of it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy one of those because that's going to be very helpful for us. So we're going to buy that, hop out of there, and then I added the Tigercat forestry equipment by FDR. So this stuff is available to us. This was kind of one mod. This is our mod for the day. So we have multiple options here under that. I don't know if these come with the headers or not. I think I might have to add the headers, and I'm going to call that as part of the pack because otherwise they're kind of useless otherwise. So I might have to go back and add those in. But anyhow, those are, well, actually, maybe are they in? They could be in under here if I... No, so they need to be added in. Okay, so we will add those in later. But so those are in there. That was, it seems like these guys were kind of tied with the John Deere logging equipment. Tigercat, the John Deere from FDR, that is. So we'll take a look. We might end up buying one of these so we have one, but I probably want to lease it first and see how it goes. I mean, we're probably going to look at maybe doing this guy. I don't know. You guys said they're good, so they better be. We'll take a look at them and see what we want to end up doing, but... it would be nice for us to have our own piece of logging equipment. So we may look into that at some point. But as far as the logs, we got everything cleared out, and I'm pretty sure I got all the stumps. I could have missed a couple, but I'm pretty sure I got all of them. Today we have made $112,000 off of all those logs we sold. So just over the 100,000 point that I was hoping for. So I'm very excited about that. Go ahead and get this guy hooked up. That vent does not have a great turn radius. There we go. Perfect. All right, and he's gonna head back to the farm. So yeah, get it? Did I get it? But yeah, so there are some big announcements happening in the live stream today. Again, if you miss them, if you go look in the description, you'll be able to find out what they were, because the description, well, maybe it'll be still up. I don't know if it'll be available or not, but some of the announcements will be posted in other places, such as the Discord as well. So if you haven't joined that, that's linked below. Also, please go like the Facebook page. It's also linked down below. So yeah, this is going to be interesting mowing with this, but I think it'll be fine. I'm going to try to put both mowers together on the back, and that way we don't have to worry about having a front 3-point link. Another thing, as a few of you commented actually about the 3-point link mod, but we don't really need that, I don't think, because we have an option inside the store under the CSZ pack. Under the CSZ pack, there is some different 3-point link attachments and options for that. And we have one back at the farm for our front loader. That's why I was able to move that mower around in the previous episode. So we already have that set up, but yeah, so we are going to do some mowing today. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, hopefully we can make some silage and make some extra cash. We're going to use the loading wagon. So the loading wagon, if you didn't know, either you can use it to pick up the silage out of the, whatchamacallit, out of the, geez Louise, out of the bunker silo. So it does work for that as well. But yep, everything is going good. Someone mentioned maybe not tabbing as much as like a rule, like have a rule for only so many tabs just to make my life more difficult. And I agree. I'm going to try not to tab as much as possible on camera. So that's one of my goals as well right now. But there is a great demand here at the at the lumber mill for wood chips, but we're not doing any wood chipping right now, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I do hope you guys are enjoying the series as it's going on. I'm really enjoying playing on here. It's been a little bit since I've been able to get on here, but I'm very glad I was able to. So I look forward to farming very often. The more I do videos and the more I do stuff on YouTube and the more I engage with the community, the more excited I am about doing different farming stuff. But yeah, so as far as in here though, our bank balance at 281,000. We're probably gonna hold on to that because I would like to buy a piece of forestry equipment. We may end up leasing the Tigercat to see if it's what we want or what we don't want, but I would like to buy a piece of forestry equipment that we could have around the farm just kind of permanently, so we have stuff to do what we need to get done. But a couple of you commented saying the Liber was the best. Some of you said the John Deere, and then some of you said that guy right there, the Tigercat. Which one specifically, I'm not sure. FDR mods still confuse me slightly, and I'm still learning about them, so if I'm missing stuff, please comment below, but I'm trying to do my best to figure them out. Getting another drink of coffee. It's almost 2 in the afternoon. I haven't finished my morning pot of coffee yet. I need to get working on that, but yeah, so that's about what I have for you as far as everything goes on this front. This is going to continue. No Man's Land this week. If you saw episode 53, it's been out for a couple hours since I recorded and recording this. If you're enjoying that, I hope you did. On the way I did kind of some of the role play stuff, I think is hopefully enjoyable by you guys. But if not, let me know. But tomorrow, from when you guys are watching this, No Man's Land episode 54 will come out. That's on a Friday, and then I'll have another episode of this on Saturday, and then next week we should get back into our regular schedule, as I kind of, had to kind of move the schedule around a little bit for some different stuff I had going on that I had to take care of. So anyhow, I think it will all work out. And last week we just had so many videos come out too, so it was just, I was a little bit behind. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy hooked up. So thinking I can just, it only goes one way, so I think it goes the other way, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong too. This tractor, the only downside really is that it does not have a front 3-point link, and it also does not have a very good turn radius. Oh, it's great. Perfect. We'll hook that up. Now I'm hoping this hooks up. Technically speaking, this mod is not. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is a lot of weight on there, but still, this thing is the Fiat is just a workhorse. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of slippage there, but let's switch over to that guy, get that guy unfolded. And if I do F1, I should be able to, maybe if I disconnect that one. This one should have a, I'm guessing it's just not on there. Maybe if I turn this off. There should be a way to, We'll find out here in a second. Let's get some mowing done. There should be a way to make it windrow. If it doesn't windrow, it was kind of just a waste of a mod space for us, in all honesty. So, okay. How are we mowing right now? We are not windrowing. Let's turn that off. Let's see if that fixes it. Nope, that's not helping it. Let me just disconnect that guy, because this should have... the ability to... should have the ability to windrow, was my understanding of it, but I apparently am wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. That's weird. But anyways, I'll look into that. We do have our mowers here, so worst case scenario, we'll figure something out. So I'll be back with you guys in a bit. All right, so I did get it to windrow pretty quick after, as you can see there, and I have mowed all of our area here. I found 2 stumps, so that's not bad at all. I will say that this windrow is a lot wider than the other Nova Cat does, which is kind of a bummer. But also the Fent did struggle a little bit pulling it, so even if we'd gotten the bigger one, the bigger one's 20 grand more. It is wider though. But yeah, so it worked out. We'll see how bad it is. We'll see how bad it is getting this picked up with the loading wagon. Worst case scenario, we have to drive over it a couple times, but yeah, the milling machine would have no trouble picking that up, but it's loading. A loading wagon looks like it has a pretty decent sized pickup on it, so we'll kind of have to see. Oh, well, oh, that was one of the stumps. I was like, what am I hitting? The one of the stumps I missed. Yeah, we'll probably have to do twice. Not a big deal though. So, but yeah, we are getting some grass off of here. We're gonna make some more money with this. Mow money, if you will. Oh man, that'll probably end up being on the thumbnail now that I said that. But anyhow, yeah, we'll get a decent amount of grass off here. Nowhere near as like what we get for a field, but it will make it easier to kind of work with and do stuff on here. And then we'll look at maybe making some fields on here soon, but I can't remember how much this holds, but we're gonna get a lot off of this, I think. Hopefully I can get it all to fit in our bunker silo. I'm sure I will. I don't know why I wouldn't, but yeah, I have no idea why I wouldn't be able to, but I'm missing a lot, aren't I? I'm not doing very good at this whole windrowing thing here. Let me get the cab here. That might be easier to kind of function from there, because that way if I go along here, along the edge, I'll be able to do a second row to just kind of pick up everything that I wasn't able to get on the opposite side. So, oh geez, I'm not doing great. This thing has a little, I mean, this thing does not turn well. Oh man, I can't remember how much this thing holds, but we're getting close, it looks like. Let's see here. I want to say 20,000 liters, what this holds, which is pretty good for as cheap as it is. So pretty happy with this little loading wagon. Though now we have the money, we could get a bigger one or a better one. I'm tempted to get, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to buy a windrow, which I might actually just do, just to make, will it make my life easier? I think so. Yeah, it really will, in all honesty. So I might end up buying a windrow just to kind of use that. Let's look in at the store and see what we can't find windrow wise. I know it's another purchase, but I think it'll be worth it for us. I mean, we don't want to do a merge max maybe, but 14.8 should hopefully get 2 of those rows at a time. So maybe we'll go ahead and, I know that thing's huge, but we're going to do more grass work and more stuff with it. So maybe leasing it, 3 grand to lease. 62 is a lot of cash though. Yeah, it'll be quick. Let's just go ahead and, well, let's see here. So 3 grand to lease that. So let's see what this is. 5,600 to lease that. That one won't probably do what we want. So let's go ahead and lease that guy. Yes. Okay. And I doubt we're gonna go over an hour. So let me just finish up this load. Might as well. Just because we're close. And then after I finish this up, we'll dump it out, and then I'll send this guy into town to go pick that guy up. And then we should be able to windrow this. So I'll probably bring you guys back in for the windrowing just so you can kind of see how that's going to work out. The first time we've done grass work on this series, so of course I got to show it all off. And even though it's nothing terribly special or super exciting. I love how that's just forcing its way out of the top of that. Oh, there's a lot of grass in that thing. Oh man, might do some more landscaping stuff. And again, I didn't mow super close to the edges in a lot of areas, so I might do more of that later, but we'll kind of play it by ear and see what happens. All right, we'll see. Nice. That's looking good. Actually sitting in there pretty good, so. Did we start with a small one on No Man's Land? I can't remember if we started with a small one or if we started with a big, ooh. We don't want to lose that. Yeah, let's see, we might have to do some landscaping there at some point. But we definitely need some storage and some other stuff going on around here. I think, who was it that commented? I'll have to look and see in a second. But yeah, so I'll send this guy to go pick that up, and then I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, here we are back out here. Let's get this baby unfolded. This should do the trick for us. I'm probably just going to ignore that section there. I'll get that later. And I got rid of the 2 stumps while this guy was bringing this back, so hopefully I don't have to deal with the stumps anymore. Yeah, that's perfect. Nice and wide. That is exactly what we want. Yeah, see, that's going to get those 2 easily. So, all right, let's go ahead and lower and turn on. Yes, this will make it much easier. So the $3,000 that we're paying out to use this, essentially, for the leasing costs, I don't think we'll have any issues making that and hopefully more back from, let me do this real quick, that and more back from our silage. I mean, I don't know how much we're going to get off of this per se, but what was that? What are we paying out for the BGA? Silage is $360 at the BGA, so yeah, that's pretty normal. What was the map I did recently where silage was like 900? Just ridiculous, something crazy like that. But that obviously would make a little bit more. I don't know why that didn't do as it was supposed to, but let's lower that down, turn that back on. Yeah, come on, you can get it. There we go. I don't know why that's like that, but that's okay. We'll turn this way. Okay, let's get lined up here. So hopefully make as few passes as we can. There we go. Okay, that seems to be working. I know we did a little bit around the edge, so this outer one, why is it missing chunks? That's really frustrating. You getting overloaded or something? Just strange. That's okay. I'll pick it up as we go. Yeah, I'll get the loading wagon to get that stuff as we go, but it's so weird how like dark it is here, but compared to everywhere else. But yeah, see, like some of that stuff, like I don't know why that's being an issue to do some of that, but yeah, it's just kind of strange. That kind of defeats the purpose to a certain degree if it's just going all over the place. I don't know if it's this specific windrower that would do that. I just don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. Yeah, like it's just throwing them in random. I don't know if it has like a set area, and then if I deviate, it moves. Yeah, see, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. It's a little frustrating, but we'll make it work with what we got. So beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I guess we did pay for this thing to work theoretically, so I don't know why it's missing, because it's like moving them, but not as much as it should. And I need to be careful I don't drive too far into the, oh no, we can probably just leave it down, but there we go, do that. All right, and then we'll go a little bit further back here. I don't know why it's doing that. I might have to drive over it twice. We'll see how many hours we have on this thing. Let's see if it's worth driving over twice. It's not worth it if we end up incurring another hour, but should have no issues getting this all done. Like this should be fine. Let's see how this one goes. It's just doing one row here. Yeah, see, that's doing okay. That seems like that might, maybe that is the issue, is there's just too much of it. Even if I come over here, it's like, well, that's just kind of following the way that I'm going. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that in certain areas. So yeah, I did that right there. I don't know what's up with that. Just gonna kick it back. Yeah, that kicks it back. Let's turn that off. Back over it. I don't know why that's, yeah, that's very strange. Well, I guess it is what it is. We will keep going, and I will keep windrowing this. I'll bring you guys back in after I finish up the windrowing. All right, so I got everything windrowed so far in the garage here. 0.2 hours, so we really haven't used it hardly at all, so I might hold on to it for the time being. Obviously I don't want to hold on to it overnight, but let's get this real quick, this little section here. It's bugging me. There, I think we got most of it. All right, so yeah, it doesn't matter if I went over it again or not. It still was just kind of weird about some of the windrows and stuff like that, so we'll just have to see what happens, in all honesty. It's just what we're gonna have to do, and then we'll have to just kind of go around and pick up some stuff again, or drive over some areas again, so I'm not too worried about it. Dude, I really wish this I really wish the Fiat had a better turn radius. I wish that was an upgrade for it. I mean, geez, this thing is just killing it. I mean, and by killing it, I mean it's horrendous. It's just not doing what I need it to do. Sorry, I may hear some rustling in the background. That's my wife doing something in our closet, but anyhow. Oh man, we're gonna get a lot of grass off this though, so I am happy about that. So yeah, I'll go pick out the little bits at the end, but geez, yeah, we're missing all sorts of stuff. Oh man, I get 2 inch grass. I mean, we got what, 20,000 liters already, so once this is full, it'll be 40,000. Yeah, I'm not sure. And then I think we're gonna do our first field tomorrow, and I think I have an idea of what I want to plant. It's not gonna be super exciting, but I have an idea. And we will do that tomorrow in game, I think will be the plan. Yeah, I think we'll do that tomorrow in game. So yeah, we'll use some of the space. I mean, yeah, this is nice that we mowed it because we'll be able to see what we're doing a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to work with. And those bushes won't ever grow back up. So we killed off all those bushes because of the real mower mod. So that's also good news for us. There we go. We got another full load here. And I do want to see how badly that needs to be compacted, or how far away, or whatever. You know what I mean. To see what its compacting state is at, if you will. But yeah. Okay, so hardly compacted at all, but it should be at 40,000 liters once this goes in. Allegedly. Perfect, yep, exactly where we should be at. Okay. Oh, yep, yeah, we definitely need to landscape that. I know I keep saying that. But maybe we'll landscape that tomorrow in game where we can see a little bit better. But okay, I am going to tell a police story as we get through this. Isn't super exciting, but I thought it was pretty funny, and just what the person did, I was just like, what were you thinking? So one of the things I do as a police officer is I investigate collisions. So people get in a car crash or a car accident, we call them collisions because there's always something you could have done to prevent them. So the technical term is a collision, not an accident, because there's always something you could have done. There's never a situation where it's not, and I would be willing to argue that to the death. So if you disagree, then I would probably not comment about it, because I will be able to tell you why. And even if you disagree with that, I'm going to tell you that anyhow, I will disagree with you 100% if you tell me there are legitimate accidents that occur. I mean, yes, you can do it by mistake. Like, you can make a mistake. I'm not saying that people are intentionally colliding, but there's always something that could have been done, whether it was paying attention or just not doing something. There's always something that could have been done to prevent a collision, even if it was just not driving that day. Like, seriously, like, there's always something that could have avoided it. And it's not saying that that's the case on both sides. There may be one person that was like, you know, it wasn't anything they could have done, period, to avoid it. They just had bad luck. For example, if you own a parked car, or you have a car and your car's parked and someone hits it, well, you couldn't have really done anything other than, I mean, I guess you could have not parked it there, but that's not really the argument I'm trying to make with how collisions aren't accidents, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here. I bet you can tell we're about ready to talk about a collision I recently investigated. If you didn't get that hint, then I don't know what else to do for you. I can't really hint at it anymore, but get that little bit there. Trying to clean up some of it as I go, so I don't have to do a complete redrive around this whole place, but and I'm sure I'll miss some bits, but I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure I get most of it in general. But so no, I got called to a collision, and it was at a four-way intersection where there was a turn lane to go right, and in that turn lane you also could go straight. So this dump truck had their turns, like big dump truck, like hauling a load. Big dump truck is in the turn lane, and they're on the farthest. It's a pretty wide turn lane, given it's probably wide enough to fit 2 cars in it, but it's obviously designed only for 1 car. So this dump truck, because he's gonna make a he's getting ready to make a right-hand turn, he has gone to the farthest left portion of the lane so he can make the turn, because he knows he has got to make a wide turn. So he's preparing to make that turn. He's got his turn signal on, and this was witnessed by several people. He's got his turn signal on. He's making ready to make this right turn, and this driver, this impatient driver in another vehicle, pulls up right next to him in that lane, and he doesn't see it because he's getting ready to turn right. He's getting ready to make a right turn on red, so he's making sure he's not going to hit any cars, and he's not thinking anyone's going to be, you know, driving that close to him while he's trying to do that. So he goes to make his right turn, and he clips the other car because the other car's right in his way, and he doesn't see him, and nor would I really expect him to be looking there because there shouldn't have been anyone there in the first place. And so the dump truck driver was pretty calm and chill. He was like, yep, you know, here's all my stuff, my license, registration, all this stuff. He had his valid CDL, commercial driver's license, all that stuff, so everything was good on him. And then he was just pretty chill. He's like, yeah, I'll just hang out until you're done. I was like, awesome, thanks. And then I'm working on talking to the driver of the other car, and that driver was irate, absolutely angry, was telling me, and the funny part of it, I love it when, because sometimes it's like, okay, well, which story is true? Like, you're talking to both drivers, and they each need to tell you, and maybe they each tell you a different perspective, which is fine, but you're trying to figure out, okay, what really happened versus what they interpret happened. The dump truck driver told me exactly what I just told you happened, and so did the driver of the other car. He confirmed the dump truck driver's story, and then I was like, okay, well, I got all his information, and he got upset with me because I don't know, he was just being angry. He was like, because the dump truck driver was talking to me, he's like, are they going to try to blame me for this? I'm like, look, I don't assign blame, because I don't tell anyone whose fault it is. However, I am required. My department has required me to do this. This isn't like a law, but my department has required me to do this. If I go to a collision and I determine an infraction has occurred, so like a traffic violation has occurred, then I issue the drivers who have committed traffic violations tickets for it. So after I finished getting all the information down, so the guy after I told him that, he's like, okay, I see. And he's still pretty upset, and he's mad because he's late for, I guess, a job interview, which I kind of feel bad for because he was running late for a job interview, but I'm trying to get all the collision documented, and he was clearly at fault, though I don't assign fault, but I can tell you that he's going to be found at fault of that. So then I give him a ticket for for improper passing on the right, because that was like the most fitting violation, which you're like, well, shouldn't there just be a violation that says don't be an idiot around a dump truck? I would agree with you, but he was successful at that, so I wrote him a ticket for that. And oh gosh, oh man, he about lost it. I thought I was gonna have to fight that guy for a second. He was very angry. He's like, well, this means I have to tell my insurance company it's my fault. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't have to tell them anything. You can tell them whatever you want. You can lie to them, but my police report's going to document that you committed the traffic violation and the other driver did not. Oh man, I tell you what, some people's children. No, I'm just kidding. Most people I deal with are pretty reasonable, quite honestly. Well, maybe not most people I deal with, but most people in the world are pretty reasonable. I don't usually deal with all the reasonable people, if that makes any sense. Most of the people I get to deal with are not reasonable, because that's why the police are there. It's because they're not being reasonable. So anyhow, with that, so I issued him that, and he's like, well, did the dump truck driver get a ticket? I was like, no, he didn't do anything wrong. And he was very upset about that. So anyhow, just because you get hit by something else doesn't automatically make it the other driver's fault that hit you. The dump truck did hit that vehicle. He technically was the one that initiated that collision. However, it's not his fault. He was just trying to drive like a normal human being and try to make a wide turn so he could be safe, and this idiot came up beside him. So anyhow, I didn't feel bad about it. And I went and talked to the dump truck driver, and when I talked to the dump truck driver and explained what was going on, his boss was there and the safety guy and everything like that. At that point, all the company people had showed up, and I was like, yep, so what I do is I don't assign fault. This is what I got for you. Here's the case number. Ooh, this might be bad. Nope, we're good. And then I told him, okay, here's the case number, and it'll have everything documented. That's what your insurance is going to want, because they're obviously trying to document it because they know their driver's not at fault, but they don't want to get sued and anything like that. I get it. It's all liability stuff. But anyhow, so I said, what I determined was that your driver didn't do anything. I didn't commit any civil infractions, and the other driver did, so I issued the other driver an infraction, and they're all like, okay. And then they all went back to work, and then I left. So, yep. That was just a fun story. I was like, yeah, I don't know. But then the other day, I also had a dump truck that backed into a building. So, I mean, it's not always the It's not always the other car's fault, but again, it wasn't. That was less of a motor vehicle collision and more of just a vehicle that, or a dump truck that hits a building. So anyhow, different things happen. Dump trucks are large vehicles. You should stay out of their way. Be polite and courteous to them. But anyhow, and if you ever made that mistake where you were in that situation, it's okay. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all do stupid things sometimes, so it's okay. That's part of the process of being a human being. But anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed that little... Oh, my dogs are losing it now. I guess they're cheering me on for telling that story. I don't really know. Jeez, they are losing it. Anyhow, since my dogs are losing it, I'm going to go ahead and keep windrowing this. I'm going to get it all put into the bunker silo, and then after it's all in the bunker silo, I'll go ahead and get it covered. That's my goal tonight, is to get this all off and covered in the bunker silo. That way it can ferment overnight for us. And then tomorrow morning, I'll bring you back in. We'll buy some equipment to make some fields. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. All right, it is morning, so I parked everything over here. I even put the mower on the bridge just to get it out of the way, because we're gonna do some landscaping in a sec. But so I think I got everything. I returned the windrower last night. If we go into here, we made a total of 112,683. So I added that to our total. That was day 6. So that was day, so this is day 7 we're on now. And our total we've made so far, adding everything up here and beyond, is $614,490. So we're doing okay, I think. Yeah, so let's start off by, I think let's do some landscaping first here. So the silage is covered, at least, or should be mostly covered, looks like. Anyhow. Oh, and this here, I just turned on the mower, or I didn't turn on the mower. I picked it up to move it because I parked it next to it. And then for whatever reason, it did that. Anyhow. Try not to spend all of our money. There. Oh, there's a stump there too. That's nice to know. Okay. Yeah, I think just up to there is probably good there. Yeah, so we spent $2,000 doing that. That's not bad at all. Okay. This could be maybe sloped a little bit, maybe smooth. Yeah, I think we need to smooth that out just a touch. That's a little bit more drivable. I don't know, we'll do more stuff with it later. That wasn't too bad to smooth that out. Actually didn't really cost us hardly anything. Yeah, that's a lot better. That'll be make it so we can drive up and down that as needed, if needed. All right. I know I killed a lot of grass there. It's fine. It's fine. So let's see. I know this is the edge of the map here, so it's not letting me get really any closer. But I wonder if we have the ability to, well, maybe we can try it out over here where we can kind of see. I'm trying to see, that's grass, dirt. I can't see what that is. Maybe this is not the right time to do that. But I want to paint the edge of that, so maybe we can trust it right here where we can actually see what's going on. Okay, that's grass. Yep. Nothing terribly exciting there. Was that like a... Oh, it's just a dark dirt. I guess we can do something with that. There, might as well, since we're there. That's that. That. Yeah, I'm not seeing grass. It's like a lighter grass. Yeah, I don't see any bushes. That's a bummer. I was hoping we could paint some bushes on. That's a great thing to be able to do, but anyhow, we just won't go up too close to that edge around there. So let's get out of that. We've done a little bit of landscaping. This is looking a little strange now, but it's fine. What are we at here as far as this goes? So we had, oh, it's almost done. But we had, I think, what was it, 109,000 something, so almost 110,000. So if we take 109,000, not including the extra there, 109 times 360, we're probably going to make around 39, almost 40,000 off of that, which is fantastic. That's perfect. That's our first farming endeavor. I mean, yes, it's not logging money, but at the same time, we're starting to do some forestry, or not some forestry type stuff. Yeah, we're starting to do some different stuff on there. So that's grass. Let's go over to... Yeah, so that's what we ended up mowing. That's kind of cool. Now we can actually see that. We put that down. That was us being idiots over there with the landscaping tool. That's where all the bushes were at. And that's actually, well, that's also the That's the dirt road there. So that's, we've cleared almost up to right to about there. So if that gives you a perspective, we cleared to about there. I'm gonna leave my mouse there, and this is what we own. So massive chunk of land, absolutely massive. Tons more forestry, tons more stuff to do. It's gonna take me a while before I get this where I want, but I'm gonna get rid of that stump real quick. It's gonna drive me crazy otherwise. Okay. Get over there and get it with this. Oop, hit the tractor. Sound like you didn't see nothing. All right, let's get rid of this guy. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. I do want to get the bio belt mulcher at some point. I don't know what mod I'm going to add in today. I haven't done one yet today for this day in game, so I do have one I get to add. I'm not sure what one it's going to be really, but we will see. We'll see what we ended up doing, or what we end up doing. So, all right, hop out of there. All right, let's go ahead and get our setup for making some fields and doing some of that stuff. So I think we are going to go with my plan to do this guy attached with 404 and 4000. Let's buy that guy. 10 grand there. And then if we go back to, it's under cedars, isn't it? Or there's a planter and a cedar, isn't there? Cedar. That guy. And that's for the BTF. Okay, so there's the cedar portion. Does those crops there, which is only 14 grand, which really isn't that bad. It does need a seed tank with it, so it does need that with it. So I guess 25,000 for that. And then if we go into planters, there's a planter for it, I'm pretty sure, as well. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess that doesn't. The FH 2200 and the AGCO. Yeah, I guess maybe there's not a planter for it. What was the other one that was in there? So the HR 4004 is the other one that hooks up to. Is that also? Nope, not there. My bad. HR 404. I don't know what that's gonna be. Is that like a cultivator maybe? Gotta find out what the HR 4004 is. It's not that cedar, is it? Or that's a TF. Okay. Well, we are gonna buy that, so I might as well, while we're in there. Yes, and we're also gonna buy the tank for it. Oh, we won't be able to do it with this tractor, huh? Well, we're already committed to buying that, so we may be looking at getting another tractor too right now. But that's okay. We'll do some more forestry. We'll be able to make it all back. It will be fine. But how many meters is that? 3.6. But that's essentially, now we've created a 4-meter direct drill is what we kind of created. And we can create fields with it. And we don't have to worry about the plowing state. So I think just the time saving to do that, fantastic. So, but the HR 4004, what is that? Is it? It might be Kuhn brands. Let's go into here. Go over to Kuhn. That guy. Oh, it goes up to a power harrow as well. Ah, that does make sense, but we don't need that. That's not a necessary element. So we're just going to ignore that. And then we're hopefully going to be able to hook all that stuff up. So we might end up looking at, ooh, what is the horsepower requirements on all that stuff we just bought? So we got ourselves this guy, 100 horsepower. There shouldn't be one for that. And then the subsoiler is going to be, is it not a Kuhn subsoiler? It is, there it is, 130. So essentially 230 is what we're thinking about. The Fiat has 150. The next one up with a 3-point link is that guy right there, the Fent, which I don't want to do the Fent because I've used that a lot in other series, but I've also used this guy too, and that one's a great tractor as well. Maybe we'll do the New Holland. I could add a modded tractor in. That is an option. What does this go up to? 175, 125 to 175. Well, I mean, it works its way up, I guess, but still, compared to this guy, which is going to be 170 and then goes up to 261. That's just such a, okay, we have to get it. I can't not. It's just the best deal, and it's what we need right now is a better deal on a tractor. So I think 270 is what I said, right? Yeah, I don't think we need to work it up there yet, because that's going to be a $140,000 tractor. Let's just get the 98,000. We can always upgrade it. It's not going to cost us more to jump it up. It's going to be the same at the end of the day. So Ooh, we could do some fancy stuff with the tires. You want to do wides? I think we'll do wide Michelins on there to help give it a little bit extra oomph. So yeah, let's go ahead and buy that. Yes. Okay. We also could sell the Fiat though. Oh, do we do that? We might sell a Fiat. Maybe we'll do that. So let's get the Fiat down to the store as well, because I think we don't really need 2 tractors right now. Yes, the Fiat. Well, I don't know. The Fiat is a great workhorse. We're gonna hold on to it just for now. If we end up selling it later, we'll figure that out later. So let's hop in here. Let's go over to the store and let's take a look at the new equipment we got. So, oh, while we're here, we probably should buy some seed and fill this up since we don't really have a way to transport seed and stuff around. So we probably should do that, which of course we're gonna buy. If we go into here, pallets, the Great White North stuff, seed pallet. All right, so that's gonna have 2,100 liters. Bulk is 4,200. Yeah, so let's do bulk. The wrap extra? Oh no, it's not. I just kind of like the wrap. We'll get the wrap on there. So that's 2,600. No brainer. We'll buy that. That's way cheaper than normal seed. So we're going to fill up the seeder. Very well done. Love that. How that all works its way down and does what it's supposed to do. Very well done, Kyle. Very well done. I love that thing. That is awesome. Very happy Kyle got a mod onto the mod hub. He 100% deserves it. More than 100% deserves it. So. And if you don't know, as far as how mods work, they get paid. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but Giants does pay a small amount out to modders per download. So that's why I think it's really awesome if you guys would download it just to help support him. Give him a good rating because he gets a little bit of a bonus if he gets a really good rating on it as well. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you should just rate it if it's horrible, but it really is a decent mod that works well. So I would recommend it. But there we go. There's our field set up right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy driving back down to the farm, and then in the next episode we'll probably end up making some fields. So this is everything for this episode. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the channel. Leave me some notes down in the comments what you guys think about different things that I'm doing. If I'm missing anything, what can I do different? What should I do? What should I add into the town? What should I add as equipment? Did I pick the right FDR that you think will work okay? Let me know down in the comments. But anyhow, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for coming and watching.